Alright, I'm all cleaned up here. Got my top cleaned up. Got my wrenches organized. Got my half-inch drawer all put away. I should really go through all these sockets and see what I'm missing up here and see if I have any down there. These are all sockets that I've collected over the years. But we're all good. Finally all organized in the toolbox again. Now just gotta clean up the workbench. This is what we're going to be working on. It is a push mower weed whacker. It works like a push mower, but it runs off of a weed whacker string. You can get it to start on ether, but it don't run on its own power with the carburetor. It has amazing spark. The fuel seems good in it. I took the fuel bowl off the carburetor and it was absolutely junk. I cleaned out what I could. I put the fuel bowl back on, got it started on ether again. Still won't run on its own. So what I'm planning on doing now is taking the carburetor off completely and then trying to clean it the best I can and see what goes on from there. First order of business is to get the wheel off. Gotta get the carburetor off of here. You gotta take the exhaust off. You gotta pull the intake. And that's all it is to get the carburetor off. It's just all the other nonsense that you really have to deal with getting it off, so I'll pull everything off and I'll come back with the carburetor. Okay, I got the carburetor off. So what we're going to do is we're going to pull the fuel bowl off. Okay, I've cleaned up the car, put the float back in. Alright, I'm going to put the bowl back on. Alright, I got the carb together. Alright, I was able to figure out where that throttle rod went. So now we're going to put this plate back onto the carburetor. This hose can actually go back on. I replaced this hose too because that's like a vacuum hose. Ran off the crankcase and it's supposed to help with fuel flow. It works as a vacuum. And the one that was on it just didn't fit right. It was too big. And it was cracked. You can use a socket, wrench, or a big screwdriver for these. Phillips head. That's on there good. He's gonna have to get a carburetor or something. I cleaned it twice, there ain't much to do. It's a Tecumseh motor. From my experiences with them, they're junk. Carburetors nowadays, they're made to work. Then when they stop working, you throw away. Then go on the internet and you buy the $10, $15 part and replace it. Whereas back in the day, they were built, you were able to repair, not replace. This is probably the cleanest my toolbox been in about, that's just a junk drawer, in about 2 months. 1 to 2 months. Basically, those are all ratcheting wrenches, regular wrenches. I'm missing a few. Yeah, I had all my tools in that bag because I was working for the local farmer across the street from me. He has a OBS 7.3. The turbo went on it. He has an intercooler on it. He asked me to remove the turbo and the intercooler so he could have the turbo rebuilt. And I was like, yeah, sure. So I had my buddy coming on the job with me. I pulled the turbo off of it. So I had all my tools in the bag, and actually I bought 2 new tools, 2 specialty tools. Okay, I got this one. It's a Craftsman. As you can see there, Craftsman. It's a 15 swivel socket, and this is a Cobalt from Lowe's, 8mm, 12 point. Without these 2 sockets, the job is just about impossible, and that is because on them OBS's with the turbo, you have to take the butterfly off of it. That you need the 12.8mm. He had an exhaust brake on it, so I had a little more work to do. I had the extra 3 bolts. Then I had to pry off the actuator for the butterfly. And he also has the turbo pedestal that's deleted with the actuator for the exhaust back pressure valve. So I needed that. I didn't have that. And the 15 swivel socket, you need the swivel socket. You cannot have a 15 on the swivel. To get the 2 bottom bolts for the up pipes to the turbo. The 2 top bolts you can get to, the 2 bottom ones, you need that 15 swivel socket. I've seen people struggle doing it turn by turn by turn with a crow's foot. The 15 swivel socket, you just get on it, you turn it, and it's right off. And I have a 99 7.3 with the new body style. Those were different. Those had a V-band clamp for your 2 up pipes. So OBS's, they're not hard if you have the right tools. If you do not have the right tools, you're going to struggle. Another thing, actually, a video coming soon, is this tool right here. This is a Makita 3/8 Impact. It's supposed to work as if a ratchet. It doesn't have that much torque. Basically, you're just taking off small fasteners and removing them. This thing is about 5 years old. You can tell its age on it. It's been used hard. By the weekend, I'll be getting a new tool to be replacing this one. And the tool that I'm replacing this one is actually a cordless ratchet. Because with this, there's no way for you to break a fastener free. All you got is this. You can't turn it to break it free. The mechanism in here turns. It's a hammering turn. So you got this slop here, and you just can't turn it. The motor turns when you want to break something free. It's just not what the tool is meant for. So then you always have to have a ratchet to break the fastener free, get on it, and remove it. So I got a cordless ratchet, battery operated, and I will be unboxing that and be on the channel soon. Because with that, you're able to break it free, hit the button, and remove the fastener. Thank you for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next one.